What is happening, guys? It's Nick Boleto from BoletoBrigade, back with Converting to Kilos, episode 3. I know it's been a while since I put a video up. Just had some busy weekends, some busy weeks. So this is actually going to be week 3 footage of weightlifting, and I actually just did day 1 of week 6. So look out for quite a few videos in the next couple of weeks, maybe even 3 this week, just to try and get you guys caught up, catched up, just to see if I can get you guys caught up. So yeah, but I want you to see all the footage, and I want to have it all on my channel because at the end of the day, my channel is for me. It is about my journey. Make sure that you hear journey with air quotes because I'm not a big who uses the word journey. Yeah, so anyways, this footage is from so long ago that it's not even worth me talking about it, really, because one, I don't actually really remember anything about this week, and two, my form and everything has come along so much that I don't really know what to say about it. So I've been thinking about this topic recently, so I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to say ahead of time that I do not have any sort of scientific data or research that I'm really going off of, and this isn't really in my area of study either. So this is going to be purely opinion based, and I do not want you to take this as fact. I don't even really want you to take it into consideration necessarily, but I think it would be interesting for you to comment below and sort of share your thoughts. So topic I want to talk about is actually a nutrition topic: eating for performance versus eating to sort of improve your physique, and sort of what I have sort of noticed. Since I've been weightlifting, I haven't been counting macros, haven't even been counting calories, and really haven't even been stressing or even considering or thinking about what I have been consuming. Whereas even with powerlifting, but especially when I'm sort of in a bodybuilding type mode, I am really, tracking calories, tracking macros, and trying to hit specific numbers. So I want to sort of talk about that dynamic a little bit. So, when I've been bodybuilding, I've been eating pretty high carbohydrates. One thing that I do know is that carbohydrates are necessary for building muscle, and I also eat pretty high protein. I would say pretty near 1 gram per pound of body weight. So for me, I would say a minimum of about 180 grams per day, but up to maybe 200 or 205. And if you're curious, I mean, you are obviously watching or not watching at this point, whatever. So right now I'm weighing between like 196 and 199 morning weight. So, I did a mini cut and I've gained back about 3 to 5 to maybe 7 pounds since then, but I'm still about 5 pounds under where I started the cut at, which is good. So, anyways, yeah, back to that. So, high carbs, moderate protein, and pretty low fat when I've been eating for physique. However, when I'm training for performance, although I'm not counting anything, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm consuming and what the macronutrients would look like if I was counting. And I've noticed that when I am focused on performing my best, I eat super high fats. And when I am performing my best, I tend to be at home, tend not to be cooking all of my own meals. And my parents both cook with, butter and oils and stuff, which I really don't cook with when I'm at school. I tend to just kind of like throw things in the pan, if I'm making like ground beef or eggs or chicken. Typically I'm just like throwing it in a pan, not cooking with a whole lot of oil or butter or anything. But my parents do, so I know that I am consuming a lot more fat while I'm at home. I also think I'm consuming a lot fewer carbohydrates and probably less protein, but probably not a significant amount less. So I think it's pretty interesting that my performance seems to be going up with this high fat diet. I'm not powerlifting, so I can't really compare it to the progress that I made while I was at school, but I feel like each week I'm getting stronger and stronger in these movements, even in the squat, which, obviously I'm going to be getting stronger in the Olympic lifts because I've never really done them before. But the squat, I mean, I'm just adding so much weight to the bar every single week, and and that is a movement that if you've been following the channel any amount of time, it's the hardest one for me to make progress. And of the three powerlifts, it's definitely my worst. So it's very, very interesting to see how this sort of high-fat diet seems to be really helping me perform. And as far as stress levels go, because that's the initial sort of thought that I think about, is that my stress at home is probably lower. However, I'm working 45, maybe as many as 50 hours a week, and so although I do not have the stress of school and fraternity life and all the other things I'm involved in, I do have the stress of work, getting up super early for work, and then the physical stress that I do put myself through at work because I work in groundskeeping, and I just said work like 5 times in 20 seconds, so I apologize. Kind of my question for you guys is, have you tried sort of like a higher fat, maybe a little bit lower carb intake? Because I know a lot of us, we know that high carbs tend to fuel performance best, and pair that with protein, we tend to build some more lean muscle. But I really seem to be thriving on this high fat diet, so I want to see if you guys have a take on this. I want to see what your take is when you're focusing purely on performance and not on physique when it comes to your nutrition. So that was just some thoughts for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.